toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box.
Turning it on! Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They believe they can run right here. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Washington right back to the line. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So UCLA's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double coverage, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in down the sideline. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Bruins have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pressure coming. Flicks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The give on the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nicholson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the... Going to let it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Bruins have it with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got his man. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Ready to fire from the pistol. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gay. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Nicholson. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Heading to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Minnesota. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rush is on him. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. They boot it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw again. He's going for the goal line. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bruins. And that one will put them up here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Gabe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Huskies want to crank the tempo.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got him downfield. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Gay. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. pick up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rides the back on the option to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front?
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Bulldozes his way through. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain? Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll give it on the counter. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game?
It's picked off, and that's number 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able